Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melissa. How y'all doing? I hope you are doing good. Today's Monday, which means I have another missing case of a child. So today's going to be a little bit different because the case that I'm going to be talking about is the case of Teekah Lewis. And when I was researching this case, there was actually an update. So I'm going to be reading up two different articles. So bear with me. And if you're new here, like I said, my name is Melissa, and I do missing cases of children. I am thinking this morning to add missing cases of adults. If y'all want me to do that, let me know in the comments. Also, I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, but I am trying to create a podcast. This podcast is going to be talked about topics that I don't think YouTube would want me to talk about here. And the name of the podcast is going to be Changing the World Little by Little. So I will keep you updated on that. I was supposed to start Wednesday with my intro, but I can't find. I've tried to work Spotify. Don't know how to do that. So I'm going to try Zoom. And I think somebody told me to try Pandora. So I'm going to try those two things too. But yeah, guys, let me go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing two different articles. So this is the first article, and this is the Charley Project, which I need to start putting them in my description because this is where I get all my information. So like I said, we're gonna be talking about Teekah Lewis. She was a beautiful, beautiful girl who got kidnapped from the bowling alley. So, she went missing on January 23rd of 1999, Tacoma, Washington, classification endangered missing. She was a beautiful baby girl, biracial, black, Native American, and white. Her date of birth is July 4th of 1996, and if she's still alive today, she would be 26 years old. She went missing at 2 years old. Her weight and her height is 3 to 35 pounds. She was wearing a green Tweety Bird sweatshirt or t-shirt, white sweatpants, and black and white Air Jordans sneakers, hair pulled into ponytails, carrying a clear purse with a fish design containing Starbucks candies. I just imagine her just carrying her little purse with her little candy, even though she's 2. You know how we were when we were little, we thought we were grown, so that I just imagine how cute she would look. Medication conditions. Teekah, it says she has asthma and requires medical supervision, as well as a sachet of inhaler and a ventilator to keep usage of inhaler. Teekah received medical care prior to her 1999 disappearance at Indian Health Practitioners in Puyallup, Washington, a nationwide clinic available for Native Americans. Associated vehicle, a maroon 4-door late 1980s or early 1990s model Pontiac Grand Am, dark tinted windows, and a large boiler. Medical female, black hair, brown eyes. Teekah of African American, Caucasian, and Native American descent. She has a large birthmark on her left buttock and red natural highlights in her hair. She has patches of light discoloration in her face and the left side of her buttocks as a result of cinnamon, and Teekah has a facial dimple and piercing ears. So this is the details of her disappearance. Teekah nearly a dozen of her family spent in the evening of January 23rd of 1999 at New Frontierlands bowling alley on the Center Street, Tacoma, Washington. Teekah was last seen playing a race car video game in the arcade section of the alley between 10 and 10:15 p.m. She was a few feet from her family members and approximately 6 feet from the building's exit. Teekah's mother, Teresa English, said that she turned away for a moment and the child vanished. She has never been seen again. Adding extensive search of the area produced few clues to her whereabouts. A witness at the bowling alley told authorities that an indefinite maroon Pontiac Grand Am sped out of the parking lot during the night Teekah disappeared. The vehicle may have 4 doors. It was possibly a late 1980s to 1990s model with a dark, teeny window and a large spoiler. Photographs of a similar car are posted with this case summary. Another witness stated that the undefined Caucasian man may have followed a child to one of the alley's exits during the night. The individual described as being in his 30s with the shoulder-length brown hair, facial poke marks, a mustache, and a large nose. Investigators do not know if the vehicle or the undefined man are connected to Teekah's case. In November of 1998, 2 months before Teekah disappeared, a 4-year-old boy was sexually molested in the bathroom in New Fortune Lanes. The suspect has brown curly hair and bread, and 2 security guards believe that they seen him at the bowling alley before but did not know his name. A few weeks after that, a Caucasian man with the brown hair tried to lure a 6-year-old boy from the same bowling alley, claiming that he was the child's father. Earlier on that day, Teekah went missing. A man with curly brown hair attempted to take 2 children from a park less than a mile from the bowling alley. The child's father chased him away and he fled in a blue 1995 Panic Grand Am. The children's father did not report the accident to the police until 3 days later, after he found about Teekah's disappearance on the news. No arrests were made in any of these cases, and it's unclear whether they related to Teekah's apparent kidnapping. Teekah's biological father was in prison at the time of her disappearance and had been ruled out as a suspect in her case. Teekah is described as having a quiet, shy personality. She enjoys eating candy, her favorite brand being Starbucks. Foreplay is suspected in her case, which remains unsolved. So let me go to the other article, because I don't know when was this. So this was. Let me see if I can find, when was this? Okay, so let me just read it. And this article is from the King5.com. So Teekah Lewis family hopes a new information will help solve her 1999 disappearance. Teekah Lewis 2 vanished from Tacoma, Washington bowling alley in January 23rd of 1999. So there's Therese hopes has been dished for decades. Ever since her daughter, 2-year-old Teekah Lewis, vanished at Tacoma Bowling Alley in 1999, but potentially breaks in the case have failed to lead to any arrest or even named suspect. Bernally released details and update age progression photos showing what Teekah may look like nearly 24 years later have renewed hopes. I'm hoping that the picture can bring new light to the case, said her mom. She said she cried when she first saw the picture earlier this fall. Because after all of this year, the family made a picture that looks like my daughter, say her mom. Lewis, described by her sister as a nature taller, but someone who never left her mother's side, was last seen in the arcade of Tacona's New Fortune Lanes bowling alley in the Center Street on January 13th of 1999. A Home Depot is now on the property. In 2020, detectives said that they were looking for a person of interest who was near Teekah that night. The witness described this person as a white male, about 5 feet 11 inches, with husky build and brown, curly or heavy hair, a mustache, and poke marks on his face. The witness said that this man was wearing blue jeans and a blue checkered flannel shirt. Detectives have not previously released information about this man's clothing. Additionally, Thursday, Tacome Police for the first time revealed a description of a car seen leaving the bowling alley the night and recurring in dark color Panic Grand Am, phrased a late 1980s or early 1990s model leaving the parking lot in a high rate of speed. Detectives Julie Dare said the investigation remained motivated to solve the 1999 case. The fact that it was a small child, that's always going to keep someone motivated, said Dyer. Dyer said it's possible Teekah is still alive and may have been too young to remember that she was abducted. That gives Mother Teresa hope. This is one thing I would not do, is give up on Teekah, Teresa said. Maybe she'll look and see, wow, The girl looks like me. Anyone with the information about the case can leave and announce me tips, and I will put the information at the bottom of this case. And that is the case of this beautiful little girl with big eyes, brown eyes. She's so beautiful. I'll go and look at her picture, and like they said, if y'all do have any information, go ahead and call the detectives. I like seeing news like this. Hopefully she is still alive, and whoever that creep that took her needs to be in jail, or who knows, he probably did, I don't know, but hopefully her mom and her family get some closure, and and I do not want to see nobody in the comments, well, her mom people should have been watching her. No, don't even, you will get blocked from my channel. But I will see y'all on Friday with the new case. Have a good day.